it's time for language. So we are going to just get started so I don't make this too long. But we've got some sentences on our board. So the first sentence says, have you seen my Bible, Wesley? So with this sentence, have you seen my Bible, Wesley? What are our common nouns in this sentence? What are our common nouns in this sentence? Look at it carefully. Have you seen my Bible, Wesley? I think I heard some of you say, what? There are none. There are no common nouns because common noun is what? Any person, place, or thing, right? It's like, whatever. Just bring me a book. Go to a teacher. It doesn't really matter, right? It's any person, place, or thing. But a proper noun is a particular person, place, or thing. I don't want anything. I want that particular thing, right? So there are no common nouns in our first sentence. Have you seen my Bible, Wesley? But there are proper nouns. What are those proper nouns? We're going to box them or circle them. Yes, Bible and Wesley are both proper nouns because they are particular persons, hold on one second, places or things. And so we know that they're proper simply for one reason. What's one reason that we know that they're proper? Because they're capitalized, right? So that makes it much easier to recognize. All right, look at our second sentence. I may have left my jacket at church on Sunday. What are our common nouns that we can box? We're going to box our common nouns. I may have left my jacket at church on Sunday. Yes, Micah. Yes, good. Jacket. So we are going to put a box around jacket. Why? Because it's any person, place, or thing. Just anything, right? What about, what else? I'm not telling you. Yes, good job. Also, church is any person, place, or thing. Now we're like, no, church is special. Yes, it is, but what does it have to be? It would have to be the specific name of a church. So whatever name that the church would be, that would make it proper. Here, as just church, it could be any church. It could be my church. It could be your church. It could be any church anywhere, okay? So because it didn't say, I left my jacket at Eastside Baptist Church on Sunday, we just leave church as a common noun. And is there any proper nouns? Are there any proper nouns? Yes, very good. Obviously, Sunday is a particular thing, right? It's a particular day. It's not just any day. It's Sunday, and it's capitalized, so we know that it is a proper noun. Good. Then I saw my teacher, Mrs. Turner, at Goodway's grocery store. So what are the common nouns in this sentence? What common nouns do we see? Yes, very good. Teacher is a common noun because it's just any person, any teacher, I don't care what teacher you go to any teacher. Just go to a teacher, get whatever you need, get the book that I want. I don't care which teacher you go to. Just get it and then come back to me. Okay, no problem. But teacher as by itself is just common. But what about right next to it? Mrs. Turner is a proper noun. Very good. Now it's specific. It's saying not just any teacher. I mean, it is any teacher here, but now Mrs. Turner specifically. And so you can see her name is capitalized. So we are going to circle that as a proper noun. What else do you recognize about Mrs. Turner? Yes, I heard you say it. It is a compound noun as well. Remember, two words that make one thing equals a compound noun. Is there another compound noun that just so happens to also be a proper noun in our sentence? Yes, what is it? Goodway's grocery store. That whole thing is a proper noun, and it's also compound noun. There's something missing in my sentence. I don't know if you can see it as well. I can't zoom in like I used to be able to do last year. Do you notice something wrong in that last sentence? I don't know if you guys are going to be thinking this way, but think about all the different nouns that we've been learning. We've learned common nouns and proper nouns and plural nouns and singular nouns and possessive nouns and I don't know. We've learned all these. Does anybody see? Maybe one or two of you said after good ways, it's the store that belongs there. That's all part of it. Not whose, but Goodway's grocery store. So there should have been an apostrophe S there between Goodway, or in between the Y and the S for Goodway's grocery store, because it's the grocery store that belongs to Goodway. Okay, so Goodway's grocery store. All right, now I'm going to move you back because I don't like it when you're so close and my face is like right in your face. That's kind of scary for all of us. So we're going to move back, and then we're going to review, because we just did review of our common and proper nouns. And again, common noun is any person, place, or thing. And a proper noun is a particular person, place, or thing. Very good. So make sure that you are remembering common noun, not capitalized because it's any old thing. And particular proper nouns are particular, so you better capitalize them because they're very, very important, okay? They are particular persons, places, or things. So now we're going to review over our singular and plural. Singular means one of something, and plural means more than one, right? So singular means one, plural means more than one. So if I have this word, so take out a scrap sheet of paper if you don't have anything, or if you have something that you can just scratch some answers on. We're just going to look at some of our singular nouns and think, how would I make that plural? How do I make turkey plural? Now, we just had our spelling test with this, so think carefully. Hopefully you had some time to write it down, but you should have just added S. What do we look at when we see the word turkey? We look at the Y, and then we look at the letter in front of my Y. If my letter in front of my Y is a vowel, what do? Simply add S. If the letter in front of my Y was a consonant, then I would poof the Y, change it to I, add ES. Very good. So because it's a vowel in front of my Y, A-E-I-O-U, I just simply add S. I know that's a bad S there, but you can tell, okay, that it's turkeys. All right, here's my next word. Write it down. Write the plural for this word on your paper. Sheep. Write the plural form. What did you write? I didn't even write on the back because it stays the same. Yes, very good. Sheep is one of those words that does not change, okay? So sheep, what else? Elk, antelope, deer, okay? Those are words that never change. They stay the same. All right, here's another one. Ready? Daisy. Make daisy plural. I'm going to give you a second to write it down. What would I do to make daisy plural? This is one of those Y words, yes, so we have to look at the letter in front of our Y to know what to do. So for daisy, because there is a consonant, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z, right? Because there is a consonant in front of my Y, I poof the Y, change it to I, add ES. So daisies becomes D-A-I-S-I-E-S. Very good. What about my word Page. What would I do to make page plural? Write it down. This one, I think you probably got. We simply add S. Very good. It's one of those where we don't even have to really think much about it because it's page. And for most nouns, we simply add S. Good job. What about this one? Box. How would we make box plural? Yes, we add ES. Why? Because when we have a word that ends with CH, do it with me, SH, SX, or Z, add ES. Very good. And what does this word end with? An X. So we have to add ES. Good job. So box becomes boxes. Here's another one. Ooh. What's that one? Child. How do I make child plural? Did you put, I'm giving you a second. I know some of you write slowly. Children? Yes, I hope that you did, because if you did, you are correct. Child becomes children. Okay, we don't say childs. Oh, there are 13 childs in my, no, there are 13 children, 14 children in the classroom. Okay, what about this one? Wolf. What do I do to make wolf plural? You know this one. I'm gonna slowly, but we can't go too slowly because the video is getting longer as we go. Becomes wolves. Why? That's our other rule, that when there's an F or an FE at the end of a word, what do? Poof the F, poof the FE, change it to V, add ES. So if it's an F, we poof the F, change it to V. If it's an FE, we poof the FE, change both of those just to a V, and then add ES. So if it was knife, K-N-I-F-E, we poof that F-E, change it to V, K-N-I-V, then add ES, knives. Wolves is what we would have. Good. Then what about this one? That one's an easy one, right? Because all I need to do is, yes, I heard some of you, add ES, because it ends with an SH. So when a word ends with CH, SH, SX, or Z, add ES. Very good. So wish becomes wishes. What about this one? This will be easy. Yep, you got it, because it ends with CH, then we simply add ES, screeches. Oh, look, here's another one. Yes, I know, we got all the CH, SH, SX, or Z, like buzz. We add ES. So buzz becomes buzzes. Good job. Here's another one though. See if you can remember this one. Mouse. How do I make mouse plural? Think carefully. Remember, say 1 and then say 5 and try out what you were going to say. Mouse becomes mice. Did you get that? Remember, that's like child and children. So mouse becomes mice. Then the last one. This is taking a lot longer than I was expecting. Family. What do? It ends in Y. So family becomes families, L-I-E-S. Remember, that's the one that we just had on our spelling list. So if there's a consonant in front of my Y, poof the Y, change it to I, add ES. So think those through carefully, because just like on your spelling test, those words, it's not even just, knowing how to spell those words, it's remembering these rules that we've already learned. So that will help you with that. All right, now I'm going to bring you back closer because we've got some sentences to review again. All right, so one of the other things that we're going to review today is simply our comma rules, because one of our comma rules that we learned is that when we have names in a sentence, we are going to place a comma before, after, or wherever with that person's name. Only what? If we're talking to the person, not about the person. Very good. So let's look at our sentence. Leah and Julia, please help Kiera. Leah and Julia, please help Kiera. Are we talking to Leah and Julia, or are we talking to Kiera? Let's see. Hey, Leah, Julia. Hey, guys, Leah, Julia, listen. Please help Kiera. Or is it Leah and Julia, please help Kiera, hey, Kiera. Leah and Julia, please help Kiera. No, obviously we're not talking to Kiera, right? So where are we going to put a comma in front of her name? No, so where are we going to put our comma? After Leah and Julia, because I'm talking to them, asking them to help Kiera. So the comma goes after Leah and Julia, comma, please help Kiera. Good. Grandma's on the phone, Thomas. Is it Grandma? Hey, Grandma is on the phone, Thomas. What? Is on the phone, Thomas? No. How about Thomas? Grandma is on the phone, right? If I change it around, am I talking to Thomas? Yes, I am. I'm talking to Thomas, not about Thomas. I'm talking about Grandma, not to Grandma. That makes sense? So we put a comma in front of his name because his name is at the end of the sentence. What about this one? Class, it is time for lunch. Am I talking to my class, or am I talking about my class? I'm not talking about my class. I'm not saying I told my class it was time for lunch. No, I'm saying, hey, class, it is time for lunch, right? So I put a comma after class because it's at the beginning of the sentence, because I'm talking to the class, not about the class. Very good. All right, so page 60 in your books. I just want to talk you through the directions, and then you're just going to take off and do it because this video is getting long, and I'm not even going to move back. I'm going to keep you right in my face, which I don't like. But remember A, match the best subject to each predicate. So they're going to give you, I love these ones because they're so much fun. Choose two of your favorite two of your sentences and write them on the lines below. So it's my grandma. My grandma will sing in our children's Christmas program. My grandma baked 2 pies for dinner. My grandma smelled so good when she stirred it. My grandma tipped over his food dish. My grandma helped grandma make dinner. Okay. Or our dog Sprocket. Our dog Sprocket will sing in our children's Christmas program. Our dog Sprocket baked 2 pies for dinner. Our dog Sprocket smelled so good when she stirred it. Our dog Sprocket tipped over his food dish. Our dog Sprocket helped grandma make dinner. They're so fun. So you have to do that with each of them because that's really fun to do it. I don't want to take the time to do it for all of them so that you can do that. But make the right subject and don't be silly. I know that you want to be, but do it right, guys, because I will mark it wrong and you'll have to redo it. But make the right sentences and then write them below so that you'll know them. Then draw a picture of each sentence that you wrote. So you're going to match them, then write the sentences, then draw a picture. I know you guys like that part. Then remember C, write the plural form of each singular noun. That's what we just went over. So think of all those plurals very, very carefully as you do that page. All right, I'm going to go before it gets to 20 minutes and I'm almost there. So we'll see you next time. Have a good afternoon. Bye, guys. Be good. Get it done.